Hi guys, this is Emily Cupelli, and for today's card I will be using the Mega Labels Nestabilities dies from Spellbinders. I will die cut the third smaller one from white cardstock. Now I will use the phrase "We belong together" from the Love Quotes stamp set from Mama Elephant. First, I will prepare the label with my powder bag and stamp the phrase to the left of the label with my VersaFine in Onyx Black, which is great for stamping sentiments. I will heat emboss it with my Wow embossing powder in clear gloss, and heat set it with my heat gun. I will stamp these adorable cherries from Imaginisce with the same Versamark ink and heat emboss them with the same Wow embossing powder. I'm able to do this since it is a pigment ink and stays wet a little longer than a dye ink. I will color the leaves with the Shabby Shutters Distress ink using a round blending tool. I will add to them a bit of dimension with the Peeled Paint Distress ink. Since these are very small images, you can use some sponge daubers if you prefer. I will make sure to blend the colors together. For the cherries, I'm going to use the Barn Door Distress ink. I will color them using a round blending tool. Then I will add a tiny bit of dimension with the Fire Brick Distress ink, going around the edges with it and leaving the center a bit lighter. I will remove the excess of ink with a dry towel. I'm able to do this since this paper seems to absorb the ink pretty slowly. I will paint the mouth of the cherry with the black Soot Distress marker and go all around the edges of the images with it, which I already fussy cut using my EK Success scissors. I'm going to add some detail to the eyes of the cherry with a white gel pen. Now I will dry emboss a piece of craft cardstock with my Dari's embossing folder and my C6 Big Shot machine. Also, I'll prepare it with my powder bag. I'm going to select the group of embossed lines that I want to heat emboss, and I will go over them with my Versamarker. You could use a brayer with your Versamark ink pad, but that way you are going to ink up all the raised lines on the cardstock, while this way you can choose exactly what lines you want. Also, you can help yourself with a ruler to make sure you do not get out of the lines as well as trace the lines more straight. Anyhow, it doesn't have to be super perfect, since you can clean the edges of the lines with a dry brush before you heat set your embossing powder, but you should try to keep within the lines as much as possible, because the ink will make the cardstock darker even if you do not use any embossing powder with it. As I mentioned, I will make the edges a bit sharper with a dry brush. I used a clear gloss embossing powder from Wow, and I'm going to heat set it. With a ruler and my Signo Broad white gel pen, I will add some stitched lines to one side of the heat embossed lines. I was planning to do this to both sides of the heat embossed lines, but after I ended with one side, I liked it and thought it looks more modern and trendy in this asymmetrical way, so I left it only in one side. If you have a better pulse than I do, you can do this without the ruler, but I didn't want to ruin all the work I have already done. I will glue this panel to an A2 white card base once the white ink is dry. Now I will put some foam squares behind the cherries and the leaves to add more dimension. I'm cutting the squares to fit in the elements. I will use some Dari's 20-pound hemp cord in dark brown to attach the cherries to the leaves. I'm going to add a bit of adhesive on the cord to stick it to the leaves. I'm using the image in the packaging of the stamp as a guide to know how long I need the cord to be. Then I will stick the ends of the cord to each cherry with my adhesive runner as well. The cord doesn't have to end up looking exactly as the stamp, but it gives you an idea on how to glue it. To secure it, I will use some multi-medium mat on each. For a more precise application, I will use a scrap of cardstock. I will use more foam tape to stick the label I have created to the card, and I will stick the cherries to it. I will use the multi-medium mat and the scrap of cardstock to also secure the cord to the label. Finally, I will add a coat of glossy essence to the cherries to add more dimension and balance the glossiness on the background. Here you can see all the different elements. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you are not subscribed yet. Remember to visit my blog for the full list of supplies. Here are some other summary videos with interesting techniques that you might like. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!